Growing up as a kid, I got given drugs and alcohol. It's like 7 years old. Started drinking, 10. Then I started going out and experiencing the street life. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid growing up in adult shoes. Emotionally, no one showed me they really cared.
When it comes to like school, I was always on honor rolls, always good at school. I was still like influenced by like gangs and stuff on the outside. So it's like in school, I'm on honor roll, but then when I'm outside, I'm like the chief of a crew.
My parents came from India. I was born here. In childhood, I didn't feel understood. I didn't feel like anyone took the time out to really talk to me about how I felt or how to express my emotions. I ended up getting mixed up with the wrong crowd and got caught up with drugs, and things only got worse from there.
I grew up with my grandparents. Dad gang banging, my mama was in school. I dropped out of school, 8th grade, while I spent 4 years in school learning how to work for somebody. When I could help me get my own money, violence, selling drugs, whatever, I was gonna make it happen.
By the time I was in 4th grade, I had lived in 13 different states and gone to 7 different schools. My stepfather thought that the best way to teach me was to beat it into me. So, school was a haven. I got straight A's and B's. I never missed school if I could avoid it.
My mother had 18 children, and I grew up without a father. And I was just very rebellious. I was a bad kid. I stayed in the office every day, because I wanted my father.
I've been here 4 or 5 times over the past 10 years.
Roughly about 5 or 6 times.
About 7 times.
Done 18 and a half years total locked up.
I never expected this to be my life. I never expected to come in and out of institutions. If you were to ask me what would prevent, people from getting into this situation, I would tell you it's as simple as empathy. Just being a human being and saying, hey, listen, I see some things are odd. Some things are getting a little off track. What's going on? How are you feeling? Here we have creative writing, we have drum circle, photography, horticulture, advertising, these forms of healthy outlets that traditional incarceration hasn't taught us. Things that we've picked up on here, we can implement and use out there.
At the age that I came up, no one wants to have the stigma of being crazy or mental health issues, or you have to take medication because you have problems. And I think everybody grew up in their life wanting to be somewhat normal, but what is normal in this day and age? Everybody has some type of problem. Been through a few mental health hospitals, dealing with psychiatrists, psychotherapists, and all they basically did was band-aid the problem. Here, take these meds, come see me once a week. No one's taking up the actual time, like the guys are saying, to identify the problem, tell me why there's a problem, and then gave me resources or tools on how to solve and rectify the problem. This has been pushed to the side. No one has the time or either the patience to deal with people with these issues. And I think that's what's going on with a lot of us here. No one's shown us that they care. A lot of us have some serious issues that we pushed to the side and never thought about. Or we self-medicated or medicated and keep coming back and forth through this revolving door called jail.
Since I've been in this program, it's like, I'm realizing that I never really needed that. And I was just doing those things to kind of cover it up and not deal with it.
First question that was asked to me in one of my first groups is, what am I worth? My childhood was violent, I never met my real father. My mother, when they got divorced, asked everybody she knew if they wanted me, and I learned pretty quick that nobody wanted me. So when I was asked that question, I couldn't come up with an answer because I never thought I was worth anything. I've been in and out of jail since I was 12 years old. I'm 41 now. 18 and a half years I've spent locked up. This program has really opened my eyes to say, well, wait a minute. I don't have to be the culmination of what I was taught as a child. I get to be me, and I gotta change for me because I can't change for anybody else.
When I enrolled in MHTC, a lot of the stuff that happened to me came to light, made me understand, made me look at things totally different. I myself is a recovering cocaine user. I've been using since I was 18. I'm 48. I did not love who I was before I came into this program. I love who I am now.
Once you come to grips with who you are, looking at yourself in the mirror, then I think the change will start. I am me, and I don't know how to be nobody else. I don't want to be nobody else, and I'm learning how to love myself through this program.
Justice is submitting to the consequences of my actions.
Justice to me is knowing the difference between temporary failure and defeat.
Justice to me would be doing the right thing for the right reasons, being responsible and accountable for what's at hand.
Correcting the problem from the root, and even after that, you know, giving ways for people to like coach themselves to doing the right thing all the time, so then it never happens again.
Justice to me is really retribution, giving yourself a chance that you never gave yourself and correcting your wrongs, because we all here to make our wrongs right.
What justice looks like to me is correcting the problem from the root. It's making sure that it doesn't reoccur, and it's resolving the problem in totality. I don't think that the judicial system has matured into the state that it should be. I feel strongly that there's still a lot that needs to be done. You know, just lock people up, just isolate them for a long time, and release them back into society. It has recidivism written all over it. It doesn't prepare the individual to survive in society. It actually is only exacerbating the problem. I understand there's a price to pay for our wrongs, but I believe that true justice is correcting the problem from the root. Court-mandated mental health treatment, not traditional incarceration just to preserve the problem to reoccur at a later time. It really makes me question if fixing the problem is their main objective.
We've come to be different than what we was when we came in. And I think it's just a sense of community, something that we probably was never a part of. Us showing each other genuine love and care. In NAAA, CA, or all those other support groups, you have sponsors. We basically are sponsoring each other as we get along, as we all going through this walk.
And we're all on the same path. And like some people are back here in the past, some people are up here. Like I'll be in class with him, and he'll be going through something that I used to go through a few months ago, so I'll know how to help him. Or he might be going through something I'm about to go through.
We're like a family. I counsel them and they do the same thing to me. And we talk and walk through it, and we, genuinely embrace each other. Hey brother, you doing okay? What's going on? You all right? You looking kind of down. And it's a genuine concern versus, like Gary said, being in the world off drugs, you didn't have that type of connection. You didn't have that type of support. No one cares for you out in the world unless you care for yourself.
When you leave here, what do you think will be different?
Everything.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything gonna be different. Like, man, it's gonna be a better feeling about me. It's knowing that I got more than a fighting chance now with the tools I'm getting now, you know what I mean? So I feel good, I feel better about myself. I won't be as depressed. I won't feel like an outcast. I won't feel in the way.
When I'm released, do all the right things versus the wrong things.
I feel as if my purpose now is to try to bridge the gap between this program and the judicial system.
Now I have a thriving to live. I'm just gonna take it step by step, day by day, not rushing myself. As long as I got breath in my body, I'll be able to catch up, so to say. You know what I mean?
And when I get out, I'm pretty sure I'll never come back. Because, I've had my eyes open before, and I kind of forgot. I'm done with it, like I can fly straight.
I don't feel as if I'm a product of my circumstances anymore. I'm a product of my choices. I feel like I'm able to conquer anything that lies ahead of me. I don't feel like I need to resort to drugs anymore because the underlying issue of why I was using drugs has been addressed. I feel like I'm understood now by other people, as well as, most importantly, I'm understood by myself.
Now that I'm seeing what I'm capable of, I don't want to waste any more time.
Sky's the limit for all of us.
Starting right here, right now, we choose to make the necessary changes in our lives to be successful, productive members of our community. We will no longer be what others think of us, but what we think of ourselves. We are a community of men striving for a new way of life. Change is our only option, and this change must be forever.